Hello lovelies and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my coming out story. I really didn't know what topic to talk about today, so my girlfriend's cousin actually gave me the idea. So here we go. Um, so as I've mentioned, I came out very, very young. Um, I always just I always had this thing towards girls, but I really didn't know, I thought something was wrong with me. And my uncle Jason, who I was super close to, I was about 8 when I asked him, is something wrong with me? Because I don't like guys, I don't like boys, I don't have a crush on anyone, and like how most girls are, the elementary school crushes and things like that. I never had that towards a guy, and um, he was like, nothing's wrong with you, you just may like something that other people don't, and that's okay. It's okay to be different. And so I kind of just pushed the feelings away for a long time. And then when I was 12, I met this girl who I really started to like more than a friend. And then it became very evident to me, I really don't like guys like that. Because in middle school, everyone's boy crazy, and, girls are always just talking about, oh, I like him, and da da da. And I was never like that. I never cared about guys in that way, um, except for this girl. And I was like, this is weird because it's different. And I wasn't used to it. And I also didn't know many gay people at my school. The girl that I liked was 2 grades older, and her couple of friends and me were the only gay people that were known of once I came out at school. So, anyway, so I was just like, I'm gonna just lay low. I don't want any issues. And then it really just started eating me up, because I was like, this isn't, I don't want to hide who I am. And so I, I was still in therapy at this point. And so I, uh, or I was just starting therapy actually. And I went and I told my counselor, look, I want to tell my mom first, but I don't know how she's going to react. Mind you, my parents grew up in a different time. I'm Mexican and we're Catholic, and so they just grew up very differently and very strict um, traditions, and so I didn't know how she was going to react. I didn't know how either of my parents or any of my family would react. And so I told my counselors, look, I want to tell my mom with you, just because I don't know how she's going to react. And I just felt more comfortable just with someone else being there, who was neutral to the situation. And so called my mom in, sat her down, and I just said, mom, I like girls. And originally I came out as bisexual. Reason being was because, even though I knew I didn't like guys, I just thought it would be easier for my parents to understand that I was interested in women in a bigger sense romantically, not just as a friendship type of thing. Um, but I just thought it'd be easier for them to accept me being bi versus being a lesbian. So she started crying, and she was like, I kind of figured, because I did talk about the girl that I liked a lot, and or I mentioned her, and I was always talking to her. So she just kind of figured. And then we just didn't really talk um, for a long while, I feel like. And so then um, I didn't come out to any of my friends, except for my close best friend. which was Larissa at the time, and that was the only person I told. And then obviously the girl that I liked, she knew because we had been dating. We weren't in a relationship, but we were dating and we were talking. and um but I was so tired of hiding who I was. Like, after I told my mom, it was like I just wanted to tell everyone so I could feel free and be who I was. So then I I wish I hadn't done it like this, but I did it the way that I did it. I made a long post on Facebook and I put it out there. Um, I had family on there, friends from school, and most people were very, very supportive. My family didn't exactly say anything like on my posts or anything. And then my mom tells me, one of my aunts called her and like said like, did you see what Sierra posted? And then my mom went and told my dad. And so I didn't come out to my dad myself. My mom told him. And that for me, I hated it because I wasn't ready for him to know, only because I know how my dad is. So I just knew he wasn't going to like it in any sense. Um, so he called me in and sat me down and just like, basically told me that it was just a phase and that I was too young to know what I wanted. So then, with my mom, like, we still didn't really talk, like conversation wise. I think it hurt my mom more than it hurt my dad. Um, and then once they realized, like, I never was gonna date a guy, I think it just kind of like really sunk into them that this is who I am and it wasn't gonna change. So let's fast forward a little bit. So then I'm in high school. It was my sophomore year, and I got into my first real relationship with a girl, and like at that point, I was with her for a while, and at that point, I think my parents really realized like it wasn't a phase anymore, like it wasn't just me saying it or anything, and um, uh, so she met my parents, and she hung out at my house, and I went to her house, and like I knew her family, and it was just very clear that like to my parents like this is a serious thing. It wasn't just because. So at that point, it wasn't until last year actually that my parents both accepted it and told me that they accepted it. My dad's talked to me first and told me that either way he loved me and that he just wanted me to be happy and to be with someone that was going to love and care for me. And then my mom, it took her a little bit longer to come around. And so what happened was I came home from work and she had bought me, because I'm an artist, I draw and I paint, and she bought me these rainbow erasers and rainbow pencils. And, she basically handed them to me, and I was like, what's this? And she was like, I just want you to know that I love you no matter what. And, at that point, like, it really hit me, and that my parents finally accepted it. Like, it took 6 years, but they both really came around, and now they're fully supportive. And they love me no matter what, and that really fixed a lot of the issues in our relationship between all three of us, because there was no more tension based on who I was, because who I am it was never going to change. I knew it. They just didn't want to accept it. And you know, they finally have, and I'm happy. And I'm in a very healthy relationship, and that's all they could ask for. And they get along very well with my girlfriend, and it's great. So yeah, so anyway, that was my coming out story. If you have the privilege to come out and in a safe environment, I would say go for it. There's no better feeling than just having that, what's the word I'm looking for? Having that be shared with the people that you love. Like, just sharing the part of who you are with who is important to you in the world. But I will say, be aware of your surroundings. If you know if you come out, your family's going to kick you out, or there will be abuse or anything negative, please don't do that to yourself. Just, you know, be aware of your surroundings, and just, I know it's hard to rein it in and hide who you are, but for the sake of your safety, please don't risk it. I mean, but you never know what's going to happen. Some people surprise you, but just be aware of your surroundings. But anyways, you guys, that was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, spread love and positivity. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.